gonna cut me down. Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm making a card for all our neighbors. And say like, thank you. You guys are really good neighbors. We'll miss you. So I got some cards for all my neighbors, and it's saying inside, thank you for being like such good neighbors, and like a goodbye card.
What are you gonna miss most about this place?
Everything. One of the most things that I'm gonna miss is the chalkboard. Now, if you can see, there's a lot of quotes and stuff. But the most important thing on the chalkboard is the ages. I painted this chalkboard when I was 4 years old. I was this tall. And my sister Willow, at 2 months, she was this tall. And Lucy was this tall. Henry was this tall. Ooh. This is Cadence. This is Declan, Lachlan, Ivana, one of my friends. And this is my friend Sarah. All the way up to the top, that was my dad when we first did the chalkboard. Now let's measure.
6'2". So Kaya, this is gonna be your very last measurement at this house. So I put the book on.
Kaya.
April 2019.
Age 9. 1.45.
Think about that, about how high the flood is right now. Like 5.7 meters. That's like that's a lot of view.
More than me.
5.7 meters is a lot of water, and there's a good chance we won't be able to get the moving truck across to our new house. But Andrew, the guy who bought our house, is moving in, so we need to get out.
A guy named Andrew is moving in, and I hope he has as much loving memories as we did in this house.
So today's the day that we move. This is our last day at the Accomack Backland Road, and we had our last breakfast, and it's a day of mixed emotions. We're really excited for the next phase of our family's life, but also there's a lot of memories that have been made in this house. And as you remember in episode 1, we learned that I brought this house all the way from St. George. This house was a modular home from Prestige Homes that was built in Sussex and transported all the way to St. George, and it got struck by lightning, and through a whole bunch of really interesting, fun negotiations, we were able to purchase this home and bring it to this particular property. Many great memories were made here, but now it is time to say goodbye and remember these memories in our head as very exciting times that we've had with our family. This room in particular is very special to me. It is where this company, Hemmings House, was born. We had edit suites here. I remember Steve was there, Lachlan was there, Andrew McCormick had a desk over here. This was our editing suite, and we did everything here. So the company that we have that has really, since then, really made impact all around the world, filming really interesting stories, all started in this very room. And hence the name Hemmings House, because, you know, it was my house where we started it in the basement. This room here, back in the day as well, before Hemmings House, was where we edited Planet Luxury. So Andrew Tibby was one of my roommates and business partners, and his little desk was back there, and we edited so many episodes of Planet Luxury for CTV Travel and later for Discovery in this very basement. I just remember having so many epic weekend parties because we'd work so hard during the week, all night usually, putting 15, 16-hour nights in, and then we'd always blow off the steam on the weekends, making these legendary parties on the Accomack Backland Road. I'm pointing at the Fox Farm poster here. Look at this. So Fox Farm is my band. And I play drums in it. We're a dad band. And in here, where I've got a bunch of other stuff to get into the moving truck, this right now serves as a big storage space for more junk that we've got to take. But this is also where Fox Farm jammed for many years. And it was a great little jam spot because we had all of these, I'm gonna turn around here, all these acoustical panels here and styrofoam here. You know, it doesn't look like a typical jam space, but we made lots of fun music back here. So getting all this stuff packed out of the Accomack has been exciting, but also a little discouraging because of all the stuff it's just amazing how much stuff collects if you've got a big house to put stuff in. So I'm actually looking forward big time to having a small house, because once we take all of this crap out, we're gonna have to try to find a place for it for our new house, and it's not gonna all fit. So we're gonna have to go through another process of filtering. And then one of my favorite parts of the Accomack house is our back deck. We had so many awesome summertime dinners out on this back deck. My friend Mike built this deck for us. Check it out, so awesome. All I had to say to him was, I just want to have a place where we can stand out or sit out in a pouring rainstorm and not get wet, because we just love that sound. Another neat little factoid is a lot of this wood came from a TV commercial that we shot years ago, where we actually built half of a house inside of a studio. It was amazing. And we built half it, kind of like a dollhouse, so we could move the camera between rooms and floors. And at the end of the commercial, most of the materials for that house we had to sadly send to the landfill, but there was a few boards that were still intact with a little bit of screws in them and whatnot, and we were able to recycle them and turn it into this deck. So I think that was pretty fun. Jessica and I have been able to pare down so much of our house already by giving things away. You know, oftentimes I go onto Facebook Live and I say, hey, we've got a bunch of baby stuff. Anybody want it? Or hey, I've got some musical instruments. Anybody want it? Unfortunately though, some things are just not able to be given away, so we actually did have to take a number of loads to the landfill, which is not something that I'm proud of. And it is a lesson to be learned, in fact, about how much stuff we bring into our house. And I wonder what the carbon footprint is for every time somebody moves a house, because obviously there's gonna be a lot of filtering happening like we did, where a lot of stuff ends up going to the landfill, and then oftentimes you replace those things with more stuff, making the stuff cycle worse and worse every single time. So we're very conscious of this as well, and this has been quite a learning experience for us as a family. You know, a decade of living in a house, so much stuff just incrementally fills all the nooks and crannies to a point where you got to deal with it. Now, one of the other really exciting things about my house here is the outdoor shower, which I love. Awesome, coming out here in the morning, having a hot shower, and nothing but the woods. So one of the things I'm gonna miss most about our property is our hot tub. This, in fact, is our third hot tub. And I got this hot tub from Emerson Pools. The guys at Emerson were awesome. I'm just gonna lift it up. I emptied it out. So Andrew's got a nice, clean hot tub to enjoy with him and his friends. Well, we are now officially moved out. All the stuff is gone. Last instrument to be packed into my car is didgeridoo number 2. All right, so this completes my fragile pack with a bongo drum that Jody Clifford made, with my Ludwig drum kit in here, about 7 guitars, and somewhere under there's my clothes. Well, the time has come to take the hemming sign off the house, which means a lot, because this hemming sign came from our family cottage in Pleasantville on the Lahave River in Nova Scotia.
Pleasantville! Edelweiss, Leicester,
and now it's going to travel with us to our new home way over in Ragged Point. Bye, house!
Thank you for all the good memories.
Thank you for all the good memories, house. We miss you. But we're gonna have a nice house where we're going, and we'll keep thinking of you. We'll call our new house Accomack by the Sea. We're driving away.
Bye, house.
From the legend.
Beautiful.
The legend of the Accomack Backland Road.
We miss the house so much already, even though it's only been 5 seconds since we left it. I'm bringing a tree from our Accomack Backland house, and we grew it there, and we're gonna replant it at our new house. You'll always stay with me, buddy panda.
I mean, we had a lot of rain, a lot of wind on Saturday, and we only had 2 walls.
As it turned out, there was indeed way too much water for the moving truck to get over to our house in River Cove Lane. We thought it could work, but it didn't. So we had to scramble and find a place to move the family for the next few weeks while the water subsided and the crew could get back in and finish building our home.